I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
No! Just stop! Joke intros are dead! Hello everybody and welcome back to All the Mods Dying. Today, it's time. It is so time because as you can see right behind me, we've got a giant star right behind us made out of wood. This is going to be to mark where we're going to need to put all of our auto crafters because today we're making the All the Mods star. Now, I have all the ingredients for the things that I can make inside of the mining dimension. One of those things being this thing right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this right down here. That way we can go ahead and get a look at that because rather than just place all these down and try to figure them out, I'm gonna do something pretty cool with it. I'm gonna go ahead and make this exchanging gadget right here. What we do is we just go ahead, right click this baby, and then we have this little thing going on here. What is going on with that thing? That's not what I want to do. But what we want to do is we want to go ahead and then go into this mode and then click surface. That way, this will replace the entirety of this surface. We just need to make sure that it goes increased. And I mean, for the most part, that should be fine. So we go ahead and right click this. Hopefully it'll replace it all. So, that's not how we want this to be facing. Oh, a thought just occurred to me. Maybe it's like oriented towards like sides. Yeah, it is. Okay, so now we can go ahead and replace all those. And there we go. The star is already in raring. I am gonna need to like move all of these to be in proper placements. Alrighty, all the things are put properly, at least they should be, so there we go. That's that thing ready and raring for later on when we actually need to make the star. And in fact, we could make something for it now with this thing, but I want to save that to be one of the last ingredients for this thing, just because of how fitting it would really be. Now that we're gonna be making the star, this means that we are going to now need to make all of the final ingredients for this. But as you can see right here, the Master of the Universe is still yet to be completed. That is because we still do not have these blocks yet, because I haven't crafted them yet. First, we get the netherrack, which does not have an achievement because that one is broken for some reason, and instead replaced with another dirt. So there we go, we got those two, which counts as this one. Then we can go ahead and make ourselves obsidian, then the end stone, then our block of diamond. Oh my gosh, this is a big one. And then we go ahead and make ourselves the emerald. And with the completion of that, that unlocks us the Master of the Universe. Now, the Nether Star one is not part of this. That's actually a direct ingredient in the star. But that one we're actually still trying to get right now. And I actually have a very special process, which I'll go over once we get to that point. For right now, though, we can go ahead and then create this thing which we have just worked for, the Dimensional Seed, with our compressed obsidian, dirt, rack, all the stuff we've made, and our miniature portals. We go ahead and get ourselves the seed. Beautiful. Throw that in there. Now, many of these are actually just going to be pretty much just crafting, so we can go ahead and get those ones out of the way for right now. Oh, but if I remember correctly, yeah, I still don't have one of the Snow Queen heads. So I need to go back home and grab that. Because if we go ahead and walk into this room right here, I do actually have it as a trophy. So just go ahead, grab that baby, throw this into here, and bam, we got ourselves the Dragon Soul. Nextly, we can go ahead and make actually one of the easiest ones to get because I'm pretty sure this was the first one that I actually had all the ingredients for, the Oblivion Shard. Beautiful. After that, we can go ahead and create ourselves. No, we can't make the Nexion emitter yet because that does actually take the grid I'm currently using. So we'll have to wait for that one to be one of the last ones. But there we go. We got ourselves our Philosopher's Fuel and the Improbable Probability Device with the Mega Storage component. I did manage to get that in between episodes, because if any of you saw the end of the last video, you saw that it wouldn't actually go into the storage thing. I think it's because I didn't have enough space to be able to have all the crafts, so I had to break it up into segments of the earlier things, and that has been my last 2 days. But there we go, we got ourselves the Improbable Probability Device. all those things right here. After that, the next thing that we can actually get is gonna be this thing right here called the pulsating black hole, which is something that we have been prepared for a very, very long time. We just need to go ahead and grab all this stuff and then head on over to here to our pressure chamber, which I made a few episodes back. I don't know exactly how many, but it was pretty recently. And it is now full. So yeah, that is the output. So we want it to be over here to go ahead and throw in all of this stuff right here. We gotta say goodbye to the chunk destroyer. It's unfortunate, but it's gonna happen. So we can go ahead and observe right into there as all of this stuff will go into here, as all of this stuff should be going into here. Okay, there we go. It is going in, it's just doing it very slowly. That is so weird. Does it like use up pressure to be able to put stuff into it? That's so odd, but I mean it's going in, so you know what? I'm not really complaining. It's just taking ever so slightly way too longer than I would really like it to be doing that. So now this should work. Problems. Insufficient pressure. The pressure should be fine. It should in fact be going in there just fine. Like, why is the pressure gone now that I need it? Okay, I figured out what my problem was and why I was losing stuff. So, apparently, this stuff only actually moves the tubes when it's constantly generating. So, yeah, I managed to get it back up to 4.89. Once it reaches 4.9, we should be good to see this happen. It's so close. It's like one tube away. Wait, it's full. It's ready. Okay, wait. Now what's the problem? Pressure required 4.9. It is 4.9. Excuse me? Hold on a freaking minute. Wait. It says that it requires 4.9, which it's at. Does it need to be over 4.9? Doesn't make any sense. Why would it need to be over 4.9? What? Okay, well, I guess we gotta wait for that to happen then.
A few moments later.
Oh, I heard a noise. I heard a noise. Did it do it? Something must have happened. It felt the pressure and I was on the wrong side, but there it is. Yes! Oh my gosh, that one was slightly painful, actually. But there we go. We got ourselves the pulsating black hole. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and put this part down here as well. Alrighty, so the next up after that, we have a very special one. Creative Essence. This thing is pretty much used to make creative items, but like really not very many of them. Actually, it's only used to make one. That is absolutely stupid. Okay, but in order for us to get it, we need to get ourselves Insanium blocks. Dude, this takes so much Insanium, because then we also need Insanium gemstone blocks, which takes double the amount of Insanium. Oh my freaking gosh. Okay, but there we go. We go ahead and get one. Wait, didn't I need 4? I did need 4. Okay, there we go. Got the 4th one. And then lastly, we just need this Master Infusion Stone, which should still be back at the farm. Okay, we're almost here. Okay, so I just need the game to load for me. Okay, everything's back in order again. Okay, so all we need to do is just crouch all the way over to here, and yeah, there's the infusion crystal. Okay, yeah, because I have it in there so that way it like crafts like all of my normal essence together to get the Insanium. But now we go ahead and make ourselves our creative essence. Beautiful. And I can go ahead and put this thing back in here where it belongs. Now, this next one, we are going to need to remain in the overworld because I am still missing 2 components for this Wizard's Compass called the Abyssal Sacrifice, which we have made in the past, but the only thing I'm missing is this crystallized coral, which we get from making 4 crystallized coral fragments, which we get from a Corallosis. Well, it's actually a Coralsus, but Corallosis sounds better to me. So, fortunately, I do know where those guys are at, so let's go pay them a visit.
Meanwhile, at the palace of King Poseidon, ruler of the 7 seas.
Yep, and I can see it right through the wall just barely. There he is, the Corallosis. Oh, and there's multiples. Okay, That's actually really good. So there isn't enough presently, though, from what I'm observing, because I am going to need 8 of the fragments, and I'm pretty sure these guys will drop only 1, and I don't know if they have a chance to not drop it. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go ahead, break down this iron bars, hope that the thing doesn't lag too much, and then, yep, he's going to approach me, but you will do basically nothing, and I'm just going to swab you. Did I get the swab? I did get the swab. Alrighty. There we go. Broke him down right there. Beautiful. And then we can go ahead and actually kill these other 2 guys right here. That way we can go ahead and gather up their things as well. And yeah, it does actually look like the guy has... Oh, nope, it doesn't. It's just lagging too much. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering where exactly I even am, this is the place where I fought the Leviathan, like many episodes back. Like, that was a long time ago. Is that another Coralossus? It is another Coralossus. Okay, that's cool. I already have 1. Am I gonna end up not actually needing to, like, go and farm them? Okay, it looks like I am still going to need to. That's fine, but hey, you know what? At least we already got enough for 1. That's good to me. So now what we do with this swab that we have is we go ahead and combine it with seeds and an essence bucket, which is just experience of one of the many kinds. And then we get ourselves this stuff called the GM chicken feed. Next step, we need a chicken, which for some reason can never spawn anywhere near where I live. Ugh. And wouldn't you know it, when I go out really far away, I find an abundance of chickens. Ugh. Okay, well, we can go ahead and feed this guy our GM chicken feed, and he'll explode and make a very annoying sound. Okay, but with that, we get ourselves the Coralossus spawn egg. Now, you might be wondering, how on earth is just 1 spawn egg going to help you? What I can do with this spawn egg is I can go ahead over to a spawner, right-click this into it, and now the Coralossus is going to be what spawns from here. Now, this did used to be where I was farming the baby villagers for the Morgan sword, but, well, I'm definitely not going to be able to fill this thing up to maximum. I tried, but at the end of the day, I wasn't going to be able to. So now we can go ahead and turn on, and it's going to go ahead and spawn both of those guys, which will be a minor annoyance. And actually, Coralossus isn't spawning. It may also have been because it has youthful on it, but this is probably for the best anyways. So let's go ahead and turn this baby on, and there he is. Did it just turn? Oh, okay. I thought he turned it nighttime or something. I was like, excuse you? But now with that, we can go ahead, combine these things together, get ourselves our crystallized coral, and then hopefully we have enough for everything. We do for the Abyssal Sacrifice. Thankfully, there was actually a wandering trader a while back who actually was selling Nautilus shells, so what do you know, I guess they can be useful for something. So now we can go ahead and combine all of this together, say goodbye to the Void Forge, get ourselves the Wither's Compass. I'm honestly very curious as to if any of these things actually do anything or if they're literally just for the star. Definitely a very intriguing question, but now with this as well, we go ahead and get ourselves the Nexium Emitter. There we go. So with that, that should just leave only a couple more ingredients left for the Altamont Star, but in the direct circle, that just leaves 1 thing left. Now then, the last things that we're gonna need is actually going to be this thing right here, the compressed Nether Star block ×3. We actually only need 15 of these, and we're actually bumped up, which these things took me so long, man. Like, I'm going to show you all what I did to speed this up, but it was a bit insane, and I'm actually going the wrong way for the other last thing that I need. Because the last thing that I'm actually going to need is this baby right here, the Unobtainium Altamodium Alloy, which I did make in the last video. I made 1 piece of it, but here I actually automated it, so that way this thing would be going while I was doing everything else. Modular routers. They're fun. They're fun for everything. Nothing really more needs to be said about that. If you know how to do it, you know how to do it. This ain't a tutorial channel. I'm not gonna hold your hand for this. Hey, Future Cookie here. I accidentally forgot to go over what I did for the Dungeon Stars like I promised. So here it is. So what I did was I set up an oak drawer right here where I put all my Wither Skeleton Skulls, which were designed to automatically go into this reaction chamber, which would mix it with water and ethylene. And what that would do is it would make an inert nether star and 100 millibuckets of neutron gas, with just that 100, it would take that one inert nether star and turn it into 16, sending it into a, what is it called, an ender chest. And wow, I'm finally back after so long, and my game will not unfreeze. We're finally back.
Narrates all.
I accidentally turned the narrator on. That's fine. But what it would do, that's gonna get annoying.
040 use mouse cursor or tab button to select element.
Wow, riveting. So what would happen is those inert nether stars would then go in here, mix with the
nucleosynthesizer. Use mouse cursor or tab button to select element.
This is getting annoying. It would mix with the antimatter, and then it would take those 16 inert nether stars and turn them into 16 nether stars. So just one wither skeleton skull would then turn into 16 nether stars, and I had well over several thousand of those skulls. So yeah, that's what I did. It was very quick, very efficient, and I will never have to worry about this narrative again. So yay! See y'all back in the present. So we've got the Dragon Soul. We've got the Philosopher's Fuel, we've got the Improbable Probability Device, Oblivion Shard, Pulsating Black Hole, Dimensional Seed, Creative Essence, Wither's Compass, the Nexium Emitter, the Nether Star Block 3 times, Awakened Unobtainium Vibranium, and now the Unobtainium Allthemodium Alloy. The last ingredient in this Allthemod Star is gonna be called the Patrick Star. To make this, we need the exact same format as with the Allthemod Star inside of this thing, but we need a bunch of different concretes and concrete powders. And we need to get this in exactly the right positions. I'll be right back. Okay, this was complicated, so in order for us to actually have made the Patrick Star, this thing right here, this is another way we can make it, but that's through Greg Tech, so forbidden that. But we needed lime concrete, magenta concrete powder, magenta concrete, pink concrete powder, pink concrete, green concrete, then green concrete powder. And I needed to make it all in a weird looking pattern that I had to pay very careful attention to, so that's why I did that part off screen. So now we can go ahead and put this final piece right into here. It'll all start to coalesce. Here it comes. All together now. Into the Patrick Star. Right here. There we go. And we get the achievement Master of Patrick. Because all of them were the Masters of. Which means now, all that is left for us to do is the last one right here. So, let's go ahead and grab all the ingredients right here. And for this one, the outside will need to be all of these guys, I'm pretty sure. So I just need to go ahead and then cover all of these portions out here with this just going all along, hoping that the lag doesn't get too bad because it is really getting heavy on me right now, but we have almost persisted. Oh my gosh, I did not think we would get this far because in the very first episode, I actually thought that we might not be able to get to this point because of how laggy this mod pack was. But lo and behold, here we are. So then after that, we just need to go ahead and start filling up with these nether star blocks in specific locations. Pretty sure it's these ones right here as well. Then we just have 4 more that go into a mysterious placement. It is right here for these guys. There we go. And then these ones are the ones that I was thinking of because I was gonna mix them up, but those ones right there for the awakened alloy. There we go. After that, we just need to fill in the rest of these things. So we just need to go ahead and grab ourselves Oblivion Shard right up there. Then the Dragon Soul, the Wither Compass, which I can't hold. Holy crap, that thing gives me Wither. Okay, and then the Black Hole. Then the Philosopher's Stone, the Improbable Probability Device, and the Creative Essence. Then the Nexium Emitter, and the Dimensional Seed. I'm pretty sure I put those in the right ones. I easily could have put them in the wrong ones and have to restart, but I do not. And then finally, right here in the center, for the final thing, the Patrick Star. Here it comes. Please tell me I did not mess this up. All together we get... There it is. Oh my gosh. Da 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 da. The Allthemod Star! And our chapter for Chapter 2 is finally completed. Now, there is a Chapter 3 one, and for some reason, I actually got one from there just now, and I don't know why. Yeah, right here, the creative jetpack. For some reason, it's giving me the quest for that, and I very much do not have a creative jetpack. Like, if we look at the one on my back, and I've looked all over the place. I known that this quest line got checked off for some reason. I don't have the creative jetpack. I'd have needed the star for the creative jetpack, so I don't know. I don't want to know. We have it. That is freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh. Dude, the moment is finally here. I did not think I would get this far, but through the power of perseverance and general stubbornness, mostly stubbornness, we've gotten the All the Mods star, baby. Ah, it is beautiful. Now, there is a way I could automate making the star to make infinite numbers of them with the resource bees. But if I wanted to do that, I would need these nether star blocks twice. Because I'd need to get the star bee, which I get from feeding a Patrick bee the All the Mods star block. And then that thing needs to flower it. So I would need 18 of these stars in order to get that. Obviously, I will not be doing that. To be entirely honest, I kind of gave up on hope on automating this for a while now, since I figured, you know, I want to give this thing kind of a proper ending and not really just leave it off on like, you know, well, I really just did all I could and I'm just going to leave this here. Pretty much like I did with Ocean Block. I don't want to do that, so we're instead just going to make this thing our grand achievement. It is beautiful. But there is one thing that does irk me. We have officially completed the All the Mods Star chapter. That thing has officially been completed by the mod pack. But we did not complete the beginning. There is still one achievement we have not done. To go to the beyond. Alright, so we're in the end, and the reason for that is because in order for us to get to the other, we need to put down this teleport pad the same way that we did in the nether to get to the other. Here, we can do this to get to the beyond. All we have to do is right-click it, which I just did. So, am I being lagged? Do I need a sneak right-click? Oh, yep, there it goes. And there it is. The quest for the beyond. So now, where am I? Wait a minute. Is the beyond literally just a void? Oh my gosh, the beyond is a void. Why? What's the point of this? Wait, so why did it want me to go there for some reason? Also, the quest didn't complete. Well, this is the beyond. I clearly did not miss much by not going here. Also, I figured out why I didn't complete it. It's because I missed one that had a 50-50. I need a charcoal, and I need to make the tiny charcoal. There it is. Chapter 1, the beginning, at the end, has finally been completed. What are the odds of that? The fact that it would take me until the end for me to complete the beginning. Oh my freaking gosh, man, that is beautiful. But if we go ahead and grab ourselves a pedestal, put this thing right over here, and then slap down the star. Oh, that is awesome, dude. Oh, that gives me Mario movie vibes right there. So this begs the question. What do we do now? Because, for those of you who don't know, this series was meant to kind of be a filler for until Project Playtime, the game I was playing before I started doing this series, would come back and not be Glitchy Mess anymore. Well, seeing as how the devs have since sort of abandoned the game as far as we all know, I don't see that coming back. Yeah, in all honesty, as for what's gonna come next, I probably am gonna stick with the double mod packs. Maybe I'll just do one mod pack and have 2 videos of it per week, in which case I'll have to switch things around, so we will see what happens. But whatever the case is, it's definitely not going to be All the Mods 10. because I'm probably just going to do the same exact thing. Well, Angel, the time's come once again, and you're here with me once again this time. So come on, Angel, we gotta go grab another friend. Come here. We gotta come right up here upstairs. I'm actually gonna have to take the staircase. Oh gosh, I actually had an idea to make this into a create elevator once, like a while back, and I just never got around to it. Mostly because I ended up putting create inside of the flat dimension, the mining dimension, that's what it's called. And I just, like, never really bothered to do anything more with that. Which, I mean, makes sense, because, you know, create, very demanding. So, Angel. Ah! There you are, Angel. And right over here with Sam. My beautiful, beautiful little friends. Too bad we couldn't grab Herbert the sea turtle from Ocean Block. But hey, not all my friends can be reincarnated every time. Heck, I mean, if I end up playing another mod pack that's before whenever the Sniffer comes out, even Sam won't come back. Probably I won't really need to do Sam again, because I mean, I only need you for the Sussy Bee. We'll see what happens. I'll find some way to bring you back someday, Sam. And Angel is always, always a must. I can't have her in 2 series at once, but Angel, you're always my number 1. I love you too. So, hope you all enjoyed All the Mods 9. Be sure to look out for the next new series, and be sure to watch the entirety, all 44 episodes of All the Mods 9. And I'll see you all in the next series. Bye-bye! I'm lagging for the end!